Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? It is currently 6:05 p.m. and I need to start getting ready here in about 25-30 minutes. Boo Radley is right here. Come here, Boo Radley. You want to say hello to everybody? I just fed him his dinner, so he must not be hungry. Are you not hungry? He said no. His dad just called, so he heard the phone on the computer. He doesn't like that sound. You don't like that sound, do you? He said, no, Daddy. I don't like that sound. So, we are just sitting around here today. We have been getting some stuff done around the house. I made a drama video. I slept in today because I had an impossible time getting to sleep last night. It's like 2 nights in a row. What just happened? I just went, oh, here it is. I just went and got this drink. It's 2 nights in a row, 3 nights in a row, like I have had the most impossible time falling asleep. I don't know what's going on. I think it's because I go to bed early and then I wake up and then after that I can't fall asleep. So I just went and got this. This is something I bought at Trader Joe's when Caroline and I were there the last time. And I've only had one of them. And it's okay. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite thing in the entire world. I definitely would like this sitting by the pool in the summer a lot more than in the winter. But it's Trader Joe's sparkling green tea with pineapple juice beverage. And it's good. It's like, I don't really taste the green tea in it. A little bit I do. It tastes like sparkling water with like a hint of pineapple juice in it is what it tastes like. So maybe just a little bit of green tea, not too much. So, hi, how are you guys doing? Hi. I can only vlog for a short period of time, A, because I have to get ready to go over to Tanya Jean's for the meeting, and B, because I am, what is it, honey? I know, your dad's coming home in just a second. And B, because Alex just called me and said that he was on his way home. So he'll probably be home here in about 15 or 20 minutes, which I'll just keep on vlogging anyway. I'm sitting at the computer because I'm waiting for my drama video to get done rendering, and then I can like start uploading it on my phone, and then I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna make a thumbnail while I'm talking to you guys. So, Peter, what did you do last night? Well, last night, we ordered pizza from Papa John's, which I know is grody, but grody. Sometimes Papa John's just kind of hits just right. We always get so many sauces. And so like Alex likes like ranch and pizza sauce. I don't mind ranch on pizza, but I usually just I love the garlic sauce from Papa John's. And then we get the cheese and stuff like that. And so we get our own pizzas. Alex gets a large pizza with the epic stuffed crust, and he gets extra cheese on his, or he did last night. I get a pineapple and onion pizza, and I get the garlic parmesan flavored crust. Well, I did last night. I don't know if I have before. I think I have before, but anyway. I'm kind of burnt out on Jet's Pizza for a while. I love that Jet's Pizza, and then I kind of got burnt out on it. So anyway, we got that, and then we got the Tuscan cheese bread, which was really good. It was really, really good from Papa John's. And then we watched RuPaul's Drag Race, and we watched RuPaul's Drag Race Untucked. And then Alex was like, I'm going to go to bed. And I was like, okay. And it was like 11:15. It was really early. And so I was like, well, I think I'm going to lay down for a little bit too. And then I'm going to get up and I want to watch some shows. I talked to Tanya, and Tanya had told me about like 3 shows that I needed to watch. And so I was going to watch one of them. One of which our friend is watching about the Malaysian Airlines documentary that's on Netflix. And then another one that Tanya told me to watch. Hold on a second. I looked it up last night. And it is called... Oh, by the way, I just want to tell you that Peanuts mug that I got from LL Bean, you can get it in like all different kinds. Here it is. You can get it in all different kinds of... Like, they have plaid, they have all different kinds. Like, they have just, like, plain ones that say LL Bean on them. And it is $16.95 on the LL Bean website. And it's the LL Bean Double Wall Camp mug. And I swear by this mug. It is, like, one of my favorite things of life, period, end of story. Who Killed Robert Robert Monn, and she said that that documentary was really, really good. So, but then she told me about this other documentary, which I want to talk about in just a second. So, I went to bed and I got up. Well, I went to bed and I set my alarm. It was like 11 o'clock when I laid down, so I set my alarm for like 12:30, and I completely crashed out and woke up. My alarm, when I woke up to my alarm, like I turned my alarm off and I was like, I'm just going to sleep through the night. You guys, I wake up at like between 2 and 3 every single night, wide awake. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is, but I wake up every single night like wide awake. So I got up and I took Boo Radley out. You are wanting so much attention today. Come here, honey. I'll lift you up. You want so much attention. So, I woke up and I took Boo Radley outside. It was super cold outside, you guys. It was like snowing and stuff outside last night. And he didn't really want to run around a little bit. I kind of feel like this little guy's tummy has been hurting him a little bit. He finally just today, when I took him out earlier, he like threw up a little bit, which he doesn't do very often, but sometimes with the weather change, his stomach kind of hurts. But I had put some treats down for him and he didn't eat the treats, did you? And then guess what you just did? You just ate your treats. Say, I'm so sweet. Say, my hair's getting real long though. Yeah, but you're going to get a groom's here in just a little bit. Yeah. Who loves you? I do. You're the best boy in the whole world. So anyway, I woke up and I took Boo Radley out. And then when I came in, I actually thought he would run downstairs to eat some of his leftover food, but he didn't. And usually he runs into the kitchen to get treats, and he didn't do that. He like ran upstairs, like halfway up the stairs, and he like looked at me like, are you coming upstairs? And so I went upstairs and I tucked him back into bed. Actually, no, I went to the kitchen, I got him some treats because I wanted him to like have a few treats before he went to bed. And so I put the treats on the bed, and then he like looked at me, and then I closed the door and he went back to bed with Alex after he ate his treats, I guess. But anyway, so, let me make sure I know what this movie is called so I can tell you guys about it. So then I, was like looking to see, where is it at? Here it is. I was looking to see what was on TV, and I had an episode of Daily Alaska Daily, which I hadn't watched yet, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I have an episode of this and I haven't watched it yet. So I watched the episode of Alaska Daily. I love that show so much. It's so fantastic. It was a really good episode this last week too. Like a really, really heartfelt episode. And so I watched the episode, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to watch this documentary that Tanya told me about. And Tanya told me to watch this documentary, and it's called Bobby Joe Under the Influence, and it's on Prime TV, Amazon Prime. And Tanya said, she was like, you have to watch this documentary called Bobby Joe Under the Influence. She said, it's the best recovery documentary I've ever seen in my entire life. She said, it's so like honest and raw and whatever. And I was like, okay. So I love watching anything about recovery, reading anything about recovery, on and on and on, right? So I was like, all right. So I started it, and it was late when I started it. And I was like, really, oh, I know I was going to watch the second half of Towering Inferno because I had started it the night before, right? And, I haven't had any coffee or tea or anything today. I need a little caffeine booster or something. So I started watching this movie last night, and I ended up watching the whole thing. It's like an hour and 40 minutes. You guys, it is unbelievable. And it's a documentary. Hold on a second. Let me put this up really quick, or get this going on my, so I can get it done in time. Da, 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 da. Hey guys, it's Peter. Okay. So it is a documentary about this woman named Bobby Joe that lives in Kansas City, Missouri. And she's had like, well, now she's probably had like, she got sober in 95. So she's like September of 95. So she would have the same sobriety time as my mom. And she... So she would be coming up on 28 years. She'd be coming up on 28 years this year. And so it kind of like weaves through there her story of like how she started using drugs and alcohol, and then what happened to her, and she ended up becoming like this crack cocaine addict, and she was like living like where she was living, and then she was like all of these horrible things that happened to her. Like her story is like unbelievable, right? But then when she got sober, like she started, and I'm not going to tell you guys everything about it because I want you to watch this documentary, because if you're in recovery, and I know that there's a lot of family out there, and by family I mean those of us that are in recovery, if you're in recovery, like you'll so relate to this movie or this documentary. And if you're not in recovery, like I think you should watch it because it'll teach you a lot about people in recovery, and it'll teach you a lot about like, you know, the behind the scenes and everything of like, it doesn't show like 12-step meetings, but it shows kind of like, well, I will say this, it's more religious based than 12-step programs are. And there's more of a religious component to it, but it doesn't bother me because I have a lot of friends of mine in 12-step programs that are super religious, and the sentiment behind it and her belief in a higher power and things like that, like I firmly 100% stand behind, and that's how I feel in my life as well. But she starts doing like service work for this detox center. And then that leads her into thinking like there are all these things that she wants to be of service to people, and she wants to help women that are sober because there's not people like really helping women in recovery in Kansas City, Missouri at the time that she's got like 2 or 3 years. And so she starts putting together this halfway house. And what she's accomplished today, and like that's all I'm gonna say, okay? But like what she's accomplished today, I've never witnessed in my life before. I didn't even know that this existed. And I mean, she has like changed an entire community. It's crazy. I mean, there's like a judge that speaks like to her sentiment, and there's like all police officers and all these people that are like talking about how she like single-handedly like changed this community. It's like the coolest thing ever, you know, and to think that she was this addict out on the streets that was just like wishing to die, and then, you know, now she's doing this, and then there's like a friendship of hers that is in there, and it's an incredible documentary. So I highly suggest it. It's called Bobby Joe Under the Influence, and it's on Amazon Prime, and if you have Amazon Prime, it's for free. So yeah, it was really, really good, and I ended up watching that, and then I went to bed, and hold on a second, I need to get a thumbnail going here. And then I went to bed, and I could not fall asleep to save my life. I tossed and I turned, and I tossed and I turned, and I tossed and I turned, and then finally Alex woke up, and I was like, babe, I don't know what to do. Like, I can't fall asleep. And I mean, it wasn't like 4 o'clock. It was like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. And he was like, well, I don't know what to tell you. And I was like, well, oh, he's just coming in the door right now. This is what makes me sad sometimes, is that Boo Radley can't hear the garage door go up the way that he used to. Is your dad home? Do you hear your daddy? You don't hear your dad, do you? He will in just a second. But I was like, I think I need to eat some pizza. And so, I'm looking for this video where she talked about... so I went to... eat some pizza, and I had like 2 pieces of pizza because I thought like if I eat something then I'll be able to fall asleep, right? So I ate like 2 pieces of pizza, and that didn't help. That didn't make me any more tired. And so I lay there in bed, and then Alex left for work, and I'm like tossing and turning and tossing and turning again. And then I turned on my phone, Towering Inferno. I had like 45 minutes left, and I laid there in bed, and I watched the entire 45 minutes of Towering Inferno. And then I tossed and turned some more. I just couldn't fall asleep to save my life. Hello?
Hello.
I'm vlogging.
Hello, vloggerinos.
Hello?
What's up? Okay, I'll let you vlog.
Okay. I'm drinking my Trader Joe's sparkling green tea with pineapple juice beverage. He's going, shh. I already fed him.
Oh, thank you.
You can have one if you want, though.
Oh. I will jump right on that.
So yeah, so are you taking him outside?
We're going upstairs.
So, so I lay there in bed and I watched The Towering Inferno. And you guys, I like tossed and turned and tossed and turned and tossed and turned some more, and I still could not fall asleep. And I think it was like, I don't even know. It was like, I finally looked at the clock and it was like something like, it was like 9:20 when I finally like was like half asleep. You guys, I could not believe it. I was like, I am so over this. So anyway, so I didn't get much sleep. Anyway, as needless to say, I don't know what's going on with me. I have got to start trying to go to sleep at an early time. So tomorrow is Cousin Fun Day. Caroline is coming to get me tomorrow, and I'm just gonna have to go to bed at like an early time tonight because I cannot be like so tired. And then I think it's also like I watch these shows and then like I get so like in my head about these shows that I can't go to sleep about that. I always try to pick like the perfect screenshot and like it never happens. Hold on just a second. There. Got it. That's the one I needed right there. That's the one I want. I'm excited about my meeting tonight. Tanya and I have been going back and forth between like our home group and this other meeting that we go to sometimes. So I don't know which meeting that we're going to go to. And then Tanya was like, I think we should try some other meetings on Tuesday nights. And I'm like, well, I'm all down for that. We've been going to our home group for, I don't know how long I've been going to it, forever it seems like. For a very, very long time. Why is this not how I want it to be? Alex is like, shh, boo, be quiet. Make sure you give him his treats. Well, I've got my thumbnail done. What are you cooking?
It's at a time.
Oh. Yeah, I was going to try to fix that today, but I didn't know how. Don't you hate that daylight? Is this the last year for daylight savings time?
Yep.
Why did they decide that?
Because they are slowly starting to get common sense in
Who's
basic
they?
knowledge.
Who decides this about...
Well, you know, the government, yes.
Let's look it up right now, should we? Do you even care?
I don't.
Who decides about daylight savings time? Under the Uniform Time Act, moving an area on or off daylight savings time is accomplished through legal action at the state level. Congress gives states two options: to either opt out of daylight savings time entirely or to switch to daylight savings time the second Sunday in March. Okay. Is this the last daylight savings? Didn't say anything. Okay. Is the U.S. ending daylight savings time? Time magazine. I think that's a pretty good resource, don't you think? Earlier this month, okay, this is from March 10th, 2000. An end to the biannual clock change that disrupts the lives of millions of Americans. Amen. And if you live in an area, well, everybody has to do it, don't they? Passed unanimously in the Senate this year, but it will bring an additional hour. Is the U.S. stopping daylight savings time? Okay, stop. Okay, hold on a second. The future of daylight savings time remains in limbo, so we don't know yet. Guess they're trying to. I'm all for it. I'm all for the ending of daylight savings time. Because I have to tell you, like, I'm still not, like, on track for this week. Like, I still feel like I'm confused about what's going on. I don't know, like, what day it is or what time it is. Oh, my God. I want to tell this story so bad. But, okay. No, I can't tell it. Because I can't, because she'll get mad. But anyway, just because it's silly, it's funny, with something that happened. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm going to my meeting tonight, and I'm really excited about that. I don't know what meeting we're going to go to, but it'll be fun. And then, and I get to see Tanya Jean, and I'm going to get there early, because I'm going to start getting ready here in about 5 or 10 minutes. And so then, we're going to go and get coffee at Starbucks. And then after we get coffee at Starbucks, we're going to go to our meeting. And then on the way home, we'll go to the gas station. And then I'll come home and I don't know what shows I'm going to watch tonight. I might watch either that Malaysian Airlines documentary on Netflix. Or I might watch the one that Tanya told me that she watched. I think it was on Peacock or it was on Paramount or Hulu or something. The Murder of whatever that she said was really good as well. So I'm thinking about watching that one. And, yeah, and that's that. How many more episodes of Alaska Daily? Let's look this up. Okay. How many more episodes of Alaska Daily? Okay. 11 episodes. No, wait. Okay. How many episodes are there going to be? It says 8. Well, that's not true because there's been more than that already. Alaska Daily will not return with new episodes in February 2023. It did, though. It came back. That's not true. It's talking about how it's pushed back. Oh, pushed back a week. When is the season finale of Truth Be Told Season 3? Do you guys love to Google stuff? I love to Google stuff so much. Okay. The Truth Be Told Season 3 Episode 8 will release on Friday. Oh my God, it's this week! I can't believe it! Oh, wait. No. That's not the season finale. It's not saying when the Truth Be Told season. It doesn't say. I hate the Google. I hate the Google so much. Anyway. Alright, you guys. I know this was kind of a silly vlog, but I need to get off here so that I can get ready for my meeting. So anyway, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Tuesday. And I hope that all your dreams come true today. Anyway, if nobody else has told you this today, oh my God, I have to tell you guys this. And this will not ruin the movie for you. But at the very end of that movie, and like when I was watching that movie last night, it felt like it was like kismet that I was supposed to be watching it. Like I was supposed to be like, okay, what am I supposed to be hearing from this movie? Like what level of service am I supposed to be doing, you know? And so at the very end of it, like after all of the show, what happens to everybody and everything like that, there's a quote that comes up from Bobby Joe. who's the whole movie's about, and it says, if nobody else told you this today, God and I love you. And I was like, oh my God. That's what my friend says that to me, you know? So if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And remember these 3 very important things. 1, you can start your day whenever you want. 2, practice random acts of kindness, but shh, don't tell anyone. And 3, most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you. You never know. You might be putting a smile on their face, changing their day for the better, making their lives more positive, or making them more hopeful. You know, you never know. And also be kinder to one another, love one another a little bit more, and most importantly, be kinder and love yourselves a little bit more. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!